Good morning. Hello. Hi. How are you today? Please pardon my music is far too loud. This is from Deltarune Chapter 2, but I added a bunch of Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 stuff to my stream playlist, which I'm very excited about, if any of it were to come up. Maybe one song is played so far. Very exciting stuff. I only listened, I was like, man, I really do want to listen to Deltarune music when I was at work yesterday. I'm not all the way through Chapter 4, so I was like, okay, I can get up to the mini-boss battle that I defeated before I stopped playing last weekend. And that is it. I'm not allowed to look any further. Bug, I miss you too. It's been sad not having you around. Dishonored stream went pretty well. I streamed for like 4 hours. But it was nice. I don't even know what I played last Thursday. Oh, I played Off-Peak. It was a really short game and I ended streaming before 2 hours were up, which felt weird to do, but I don't know, it happens. I still haven't like... The problem is I want to play short games until I finish Dishonored on my Thursday. Like, I don't want to start a whole new long game, but I'm like out of short games I'm excited about, I think, is the problem. So I decided to shiny hunt today. If this ends up being fun at all, it might end up being really boring and grueling. I don't know. I usually like have stuff. I usually am watching videos when I shiny hunt, and I don't do it very often. So it's weird to do a whole stream of it, I feel like. I might do it in some. Well, no, I can't capture card my DS games. I know some other games that I have pretty fun shining hunting mechanisms, but I don't actually know if they're... I could do... Which one was it? Shit. Sun and Moon was DS. Alpha Ruby Omega Sapphire is also DS. Maybe I'm thinking of... Not Sword and Shield? Sword and Shield shiny hunting has like a multiplayer raid system. That was pretty fun, I remember. Vaguely. I think I don't even remember playing it myself very much. I just remember watching people play it. Like, people are streaming it a lot. I'm not a huge fan of the Pokemon raid mechanics and that they've been using in different games. They don't have it in Let's Go. There are no raid mechanics in Pokemon Let's Go, which is what we're playing today. Hopefully it'll be fun. So the goal is, here's my goal, I'm stating my goal. We're starting easy with, I'm trying to get a shiny Rattata. And Rattatas spawn pretty frequently, so it's not like we're gonna be running around waiting for very long before trying to catch another one. The shiny hunting mechanic in this game is getting a streak, so you want to catch as many of a specific Pokemon in a row as you can. The higher your streak is, the rarer the spawns will be. So we'll be seeing a lot of like tiny Rattatas and huge Rattatas and Rattatas with good stats. But our goal is a shiny one. It's a lot harder to do other Pokemon, so if this goes well, then, and we get our shiny Rattata really fast, which I don't expect to happen necessarily, then we're going to move on to trying to get a shiny Tauros. Rats and cows are my two favorite animals. Rattata currently is my favorite Pokemon, actually. My favorite Pokemon changes pretty frequently, and I have like a list of top 10 that are like, I love these fucking things. Rattata is currently at the top of the list. Chikorita, I think, is maybe second place, which is a huge W for Chikorita for getting up there. Usually Trico beats Chikorita, but I've been really, it's such a little dumpling. It's fascinating. Miltank, also in the top 10. It's pink and gray and cow. So that's a win. That's a huge W for Miltank. Tauros is up there, but not super high up there. I do like the black Tauroses that have the two different forms. Those are quite lovely to look at. I just gotta... Wait, I just got a notification on my Switch that somebody's playing a video game. I forgot that those pop up. We get to make fun of people as they play video games in the middle of the day. As I am doing. But I got my tea, I had my breakfast, and we're gonna try to get a rat. Actually, I do kind of want to... Well, now my remotes aren't waking up. Hello? Hello? Try again? Wow, it really doesn't want to connect. Never mind, I guess. Who needs to go to the home menu? I kind of do. I kind of need to be able to get to the home menu. It's an important feature. See, the problem with the Switch is that you can only get to the home menu on one remote. And right now I have a Pokeball connected, which is just one button and a dongle. I have my Player 2 connected remote is the left-hand remote, which does not have the home button, and my right-hand one, which has the... Give me a second. I'm gonna yell at my Switch for a second. If I'm gonna be using the Pokeball dongle, I'll just put my things back in, and if I need to do anything, I can. I don't want to update my controller. I guess I should, actually. Hold up. I just ran an update when I opened my Switch. I think it's probably updating the Pokeball controller, because I have not turned it on for... When did this game come out? Like 2019, maybe? It's been like 5 years since I used the Pokeball controller. I bought the special Pokeball controller when this game came out because they advertised it that it worked as a Pokemon Go Plus thing. Now, the Pokemon Go Plus things are those little badges where you can play Pokemon Go without actually opening your fucking phone, which seems like it'd be really useful. But no. They're really expensive, so I never bought one. But I was like, well, this Pokeball controller is a remote that I can use with my Switch for this game. And I can use it as a Pokeball Plus. It doesn't connect very well in the Pokeball Plus. It is not as effective as you would think. Pokemon controller, it's shaped like... I'll pull up a picture of it, actually. I feel like this is important. Pokeball Let's Go controller. I don't know what it's called. Nintendo Switch Pokeball Plus. Images. Show me images. Okay. Let me, I'll move to here. Don't worry about all that. Where did I stick this? Oh, the display capture is really confused. Hey, sorry, display capture. Oh, Jesus, okay. Interesting. I just want to show off this. Is that popping up? No, why is that not popping? What the hell? Go away. What on earth? Well, you can see it, if this window's open, you can see... Okay, hold on. Why is it doing that? Okay, this is what it looks like. It's got all these... It's just an orb with a joystick, and the joystick presses down as a button, and then there's a button on the top as well. So you can play this entire video game with just the joystick and the two buttons. And you can even play it. You can play it with one controller too. Although I was trying that last night, and my my right hand controller joystick didn't want to go up. Up was not allowed, apparently. Okay, well, someone's playing Fortnite and someone else is watching YouTube on their Switch, so I guess that's acceptable. That's my update. Okay, let me see. Let me see if this will hook back up. I apparently have never set up the Elgato since I've switched to OBS because I haven't been playing Switch games. It's not an Elgato. It's like a cheap knockoff. It's a good fidget. I'd say it's a great controller, but like your hand does start hurting after a while. But like my hand started hurting when I was playing Deltarune the other weekend, so like that's probably a pretty low. There's a little like Wii wrist strap, and then there's also a little thumb ring on the strap, so you can really lock in. I don't actually know how helpful it is. It doesn't feel like correct when I hold it like that. I'm trying to figure out the best way to hold this thing. I guess the thumb thing actually is not helping at all. It kind of just gets in the way, huh? Okay. With that, let's get into it. I haven't practiced with I do have to... okay. I have not practiced with this controller. I was playing it last night in handheld mode, which is a lot easier to throw Pokeballs in. I tried to do it with the remote, and it kept on throwing sideways because you have to be lined up with the screen for some reason. And in the case where I have it docked, that's not possible. So that's why I'm trying this. I charged this last night. I have to hold it so precisely. Okay. Confirm. No, back! Okay. It's this, no, please. I don't know which button is yes and which is no. There are two buttons. Okay. I guess it's... Okay, tapping the joystick is yes. Oh, it wants me to put that there. Hold on. Oh no, come back. Oh, okay. It's so I can literally throw it, I think. They want me to like let go of it when I toss it to play the game. I had my thumb on the dongle. I need to turn off the other music. Homestuck music, not now, sweaty. Okay. How are the volumes? It seems like it might be a little quiet. I'm gonna bump it up a little. Is that too loud? Game freak. Like, oh yeah. Absolute game freaks. That's my Pikachu! Her name is Jenny. She's the cutest thing ever in the world. By the way, in case you're wondering, this is the cutest thing forever in the world. And I love her. This game was... I wish they would treat other remakes with the love and care that they treated this game. What happened? Oh, it's just showing me this again. Okay, it's fine. Her tail is shaped like that because she's a girl. Pikachus have sexual is that what it's called? Dimorphism when they look different? Never mind, I'm Googling this word that I just said really confidently. I love saying a science word really confidently. Hold up. No. Google, just let me type in something new, please. I said that so confidently. Okay, yes. Sexual dimorphism is when the male and the female of the species look entirely different. Or a little different. Visible changes. So like how ducks and birds will look completely different. Pikachu's has this. They added sexual dimorphism, oh my god, I keep saying it horribly, to a lot of different Pokemon species, in fact. As the games progressed and they started using 3D models instead, it became really easy to add stuff like that, so they added it for more and more species. I think Tauros and Miltank are considered the same species, but that was before they could do stuff like this in the game, so they're called two different things. Yeah, I also wish you could be in charge of exactly how you want it to look and not be stuck with stupid shit that doesn't reflect your fucking gender identity. Goddamn. Yeah, animals have a lot of nuance in how they present, but Pokemon do too. I've seen a lot of like really, really cute art posts of people posting trans Pikachus that'll have like surgery scars on their tails. I think that's very sweet and really nice. Happy Pride Month. Okay. This is my character. Her name is Jay. I'm continuing on my adventure. Me and my Pikachu match. See, Pikachu has the black glasses. I've got the black and yellow. Oh god, it's inverted. I need to hold it the other way. Okay. Okay, it does need to, wait, no, wait. Hold up. It told me to hold it a certain way. I'm just trying to, it's this way. I was wrong. So I shiny hunted, I did one shiny hunt in this game to get this Farfetch'd. Because at the time, Farfetch'd was in my top #1 Pokemon spot. I love Farfetch'd. So this is my pink Farfetch'd. Their name is Quacklin, named after my first Farfetch'd, which was an NPC trade you could get in X and Y. So many people have a Quacklin, but my Quacklin, this is my Quacklin special. This is my Quacklin #2, Quacklin Jr. The rarer the Pokemon spawn is, the harder it is to get a shiny of it. This one took me a long time. I had to restart a couple of times. Because while I was shiny hunting, a shiny different Pokemon popped up, which will happen sometimes. And I was like, well, I'm only like 20 catches in, I might as well fucking just catch the other shiny Pokemon. So I have a shiny Gloom and a shiny Farfetch'd in this game. They don't necessarily spawn in the overworld too much. You really do have to kind of hunt for them or be in an area for a long period of time. But as soon as we get a rat, I'll attach the rat to me, and then we'll go catch cows. I really thought Miltanks were in. This game only has the initial Pokemon of the Kanto region. Kanto? Yes, I think Kanto's correct. Don't touch me. Don't touch me, bird. I'm looking for rats. That was an Oddish up there. I'm holding it sideways again. Okay. I need to hold the Pokeball exactly, or else I will not be able to move correctly. I heard no, that was a Pidgey sound. All the original character cries all sound very similar to me. Because they're made on the same software or whatever when they made all the original whatever. I don't know very much about Pokemon. If I say something so stupid, just I give you permission to kill me live on air. Okay. Refresh. Yeah, it is a duck. Farfetch'd is just a duck with a leak. It's not even like... A lot of original Pokemon are just like, that's a weird colored rat. Our first rat! Okay, I haven't used this thing in a little bit, so just bear with me. Okay, that was not that hard. I do actually physically throw the thing. And my thing vibrates and flashes colors. Okay, hold on. It's being so nice and... Oh, it was not being nice and patient anymore. Okay. One last try. Fuck. God damn it. It's probably gonna run. I need to figure out... Okay. There's a bit of a lag. Oh, I know why there's lag. Okay. The Elgato display has lag, and I need to throw earlier to get around it, I think. Yeah, they're just kind of like a purple rodent. And I fucking love it. Like, that's all it takes for me to be like, this is the best Pokemon I've ever seen in my life. These are all the Pokemon in my party. I have Jenny, of course. Level 69, nice. Faye and Tarragon are there because they are ride Pokemon, so I can ride Faye around. It's really cute, actually. I'll show you. Once you beat the Elite Four, you can ride flying Pokemon too, so Tarragon can just fly over everything. You'll see shadows of Pokemon in the air that I could go reach if I was flying on Tarragon. Weepinbell and Goldeen are there because I need to evolve them for my Pokedex. Quacklin's there because I love Quacklin. You can see that I have not had Quacklin in my party for very long. Quacklin's pretty weak. Tarragon was probably my starter. Weepinbell is a carnivorous plant. Okay. I was wondering, I was playing this last night and I got a streak of around 10. I didn't know if it was going to save my streak if I turned it off and on again. I probably could have just put my Switch away and kept the 10 streak, but listen, we're starting fresh today. So I could go fuck with that Pokemon up there if I wanted to. I choose not to. I choose to have Quacklin by my side. Maintaining a streak is gonna be hard if I can't lock in on my ability to throw Pokeballs. We'll see. Here we go. Shiny Rattatas are green, FYI. Aha! Okay, I think I figured out the lag timing. So if you see a green rat, that's our goal. Excellent. Best to ever do it. Come on! Oh yeah, Pokemon music's quite lovely. Come, what the hell? What are you, Super Rat? Jesus. I'm trying to throw the Pokeball fast because if you sit on the throw screen, sometimes they will run away before you can throw anything. If I throw it before they can run away, they won't run away. Okay. Bonus bonus, successful cast, excellent throw, technique bonus, combo bonus, experience points, quick candy. We're not going to be getting a lot of experience points because these are weak Pokemon, which is why I'm using normal Pokeballs and not Great Balls. If we move to Tauros, I'm gonna try Great Balls, but we might have to even go further and get Ultra Balls. Just going to cut into my budget quite considerably, but we do what we gotta do for the Pokemon. I have one OC that's just a purple rat character, and her entire Pokemon, she'd be a gym leader, mind you, but her whole team would be rats. It would fucking rule. I think funniest if they were all just normal Rattatas, but I think like at least one shiny, at least one Raticate, at least one Alolan. There's my little guy. They're really easy to spot because they're such a bright purple, which is lovely. Because I don't think we're going to encounter a shiny for a little while. A nice is fine. Based OC. I love my OC. That's the one I'm making a fursuit of, if I ever fucking get back to it. It's it's just sitting on my floor. Oh, why did it go sideways? No clue. Zero clue. I have my beautiful fursuit foam corner, in which I have the base of a head that I cannot tell if it looks stupid or not. I'm like not very good at sculpting, or I don't sculpt very often. It's very hard for me to look at something and see the final product just by looking at the shape it is. But I haven't added the cheeks yet. I think the cheeks will help. I don't necessarily want to start over with the entire snout. Tucked my rat away into my box, my rat box. Many are calling it this. Wah! I can post a progress pic sometime. I have the sketch for what I want it to look like. And I have, like, the base I've got so far. I started on the cheeks, but I cut one of them too short. So I have to either fill that space before I glue it on, or start over with the cheek. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I've got so many freaking projects all the time. And it's almost art fight season, which means I'm gonna be like completely out as far as other hobbies for a little while. I'm gonna try to be easier on myself this art fight season. I might do some more like sketch jump revenge things. I don't know. I might not be doing full pieces this year all the time, just so I don't get as burnt out as I usually do. I think it'll help. Hoping it'll help. We'll see. You also are always, you have many frying pans over many fires, as they say. You're working on so much all the time. I love seeing your projects. just finally made like a proper ref sheet for her furry form, my Radosi, and I love her so fucking much. Nobody usually draws her because she's a were-rat and she's like kind of an ugly human. And I love her very much for that reason. She's a fucked up little guy. I love them. But no one will draw her. She's too, everybody wants to draw like the pretty, cute, aesthetic characters or whatever, and I'm like, you don't want to draw my fucked up little guy? You don't want to draw my nasty little freak? So now I have like the furry ref sheet. She at least looks like kind of cool, cause she's a rat furry. So at least furries will be like, I see this, excellent. She's very much inspired. There's this person who's fairly well known on the internet. I know, human designs, people like will not go for human designs in general. And I'm like, come on guys, we got this, we can do this. I feel like a lot of my friends are really good at drawing like feral creatures like cats because they grew up in the Warrior Cats fandom. So they don't really fuck with humans all that much. But like, I grew up in the Steven Universe fandom. So I was in the My Little Pony fandom, so my two things are like, well, humans are really hard to draw, but they're really rewarding to draw, and ponies are just delightful. Ponies are my fallback if I'm like, I need comfort and happiness in my life. Oh man, they're just flying out. Ooh. Good one. Happy Pride. I think no, I didn't accidentally make her ace colors. I did accidentally make Michael a lot of like non-binary colors. Michael is my Radosi. I realized I did not say its name until now. The creature. I want to post more art on Blue Sky and I really need to get into the habit of it, but it's weird to switch from using that space as just streamer stuff to streamer stuff and art. I have to trick my brain into being like, okay, now you're allowed to do this thing. You're allowed to post other stuff here. It's the tricking my brain into being like, remember to do this. Remember when you post something here, you can also post it here. Wow, that was a bad fucking throw. They don't, Michael doesn't super care about gender, but if Michael cared, would probably use it's. I usually refer to them as, I just use them. I use she, he, they, it. I use anything for Michael. Primarily lean towards she and it, but it's a lot harder to use in out loud in vocabulary. It's really easy to use when I'm typing. It is harder to trick my brain into using with my words and mouth. Pronouns are kind of tricky sometimes. Did you know this? Yeah, I think it would go over just fine. I don't think it would be a problem to post it. It's the ADHD, like, okay, I've posted it everywhere I needed to post it, and then forgetting like 2 or 3 other websites I could have posted it. Because I'm not using Instagram at all anymore. So I'm just like, okay, I feel like I need to be posting things more than 2 places. More than 1 place. Because God knows Tumblr's not doing so hot. And I'm certainly not going to start posting to Twitter. And I don't really want to be posting to DeviantArt. I do still occasionally, depending on what it is. Social media weird. That was me trying to illustrate the lag, because they're supposed to vibrate in sync with the screen. They are completely off. Fair. I have a friend who uses Fair. I'm writing them they Faye. I'm writing them a work with our OCs, and I'm trying very hard to use Fair because it's one that really challenges me to process. So I figure if I write an entire story using mostly Fair pronouns, it'll click. But again, my mouth hasn't caught up with my writing. So I've like gotten a pretty good handle on how they work, but there are a few instances where I'm like, I don't know what if there is a word that goes here for these. Every once in a while, like, my brain can't figure out what pronoun needs to go in this sentence, and then I have to rewrite the whole sentence around using the other versions. I've been like, I think what I need to do is go through and switch between Fair and they, them a little bit more to make it feel less jarring. Because I think I'm not doing a super great job, and I'm using them too much, and it is impacting how easy it is to read. Yeah, I do like those pronouns. I think they're really neat. I like an otherworldly pronoun. It's more of a gameplay lag. It's me, I'm fighting the lag because I'm seeing the video at a delay. Which means I have to do everything a little bit quicker. Okay, we gotta catch combo. Nothing has run away yet, which is shocking with how badly I've been throwing the Pokeballs. If we're moving on to Tauros after this, I'm gonna have to step up my fucking game. I don't remember the odds of when shinies are... I think there's a point at which the shiny odds cap out, and I think it's around 30 catches. I'm getting hit with that, and usually this happens once a year, and usually around when a Pokemon game's about to come out anyway, but I'm getting hit with that, like, I need to play Pokemon. Like, I'm craving to play Pokemon, but I don't want to restart one of my old games because I'm too emotionally attached to those characters, but I also don't want to play the old games because there's nothing to do in them anymore, and it's been long enough that I don't remember why I'm emotionally attached to the character. It's like a weird, it's the Pokemon urges. It's a weird balance where I'm just like, I don't want to start a new game unless it is the new game, like whatever new game, because usually one Pokemon game comes out a year, which is too fast. And I'm glad that that's not the case this time. They're putting a lot of work into the new one, and I'm hoping that it is not as busted as the last one. I haven't even pre-ordered it. I've been really good. I know it's going to be better, and I know it'd be fine if I pre-ordered it, but I also, I don't want to feed into that anymore if I can help it. 'Cause up until now, whenever there's a new Pokemon game released, I pre-order it as soon as possible. And if you pre-order it through their website, you usually get like a cute keychain or something, which is nice. I like that very much. If I could get a little Chikorita keychain for pre-ordering the game, actually maybe I will throw out all of my morals. Any morality I have. An Oddish? Another rat for me? Come here. Emotional attachment game's so weird. Oh god. Why so sideways? Why so serious? Yeah, Animal Crossing's like that. I've been back and forth on deleting my Animal Crossing island so many times, and I'm like, the amount of work it would take for me to get my specific set of villagers back to my island just so I can change my character's name to not be my dead name would be, it's too much work. And then you factor in most of the characters on my island that I love very much and are attached to call me a nickname anyway. So the only characters that are dead naming me are like Tom Nook or whatever. And I'm like, how much do I care? I don't. I decided that I don't. I heard a Rattata. I heard one. Where'd it go? Where is she? There you are. I can hear it with my special ears now. I'm not confusing you with Pidgey anymore. Why? Sideways! What am I doing to deserve the sideways throw? Yeah, well that's because I got flustered after throwing it super sideways. There we go. Yeah, they ask you themselves, hey, can I call you this? And they like, it's a random word usually. And I love them so much that it does not matter what they ask, I always say yes. So like, one villager's calling me Mountain, a couple of them are calling me Pumpkin, a couple of them are... There's some other really stupid ones. I think most... maybe Boone stopped calling me Mountain and started calling me something else. They also have like taglines and stuff that they get in the habit of saying, so a bunch of them are just saying Switchblade for some reason, which is fucking cool as hell. I love them a lot. And only my new villagers don't have nicknames for me, but like that could change literally any time. You can also ask them to call you specific things. Pumpkin is so cute. It's the cows that call me both cows agreed to call me Pumpkin, and I was like, oh, babies. So wonderful. Oh, damn, my stream is super lagging, huh? Why is it doing that? Oh, it's back. Is it back? Is it back? That's so weird. Huh, I wonder why it's doing that. I'm sorry if all my shit's lagging. I usually only trust it if it says it's dropping frames on OBS. Twitch just tells me it's dropping frames all the time regardless, which doesn't make any sense. I think it's busted. That's so weird. That's so weird. Well, I'm recording it on my end, so it's hopefully not gonna be too bad. I am getting a little bit of... My VTuber is lagging with it too because it's connected through internet, which is annoying. I don't know, maybe my roommate's downloading something? Oh, there's a fucking Charizard in the sky! Well, I'm not gonna worry about that now. I keep going on as if my internet is not potentially failing. I've been having way more problems with the internet since we switched, which is very irritating. The fiber internet was supposed to be a lot better, but it has not been. My phone straight up will not connect to the, it'll connect to the internet and everything will lag sometimes. I have to be on data all the time. And my laptop will be fine though, so I don't know why my phone specifically is having issues with it. But, what? Come back, come back, come back! Rat, 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 rat. It's just fucking with me. Come on. Why is it throwing so sideways? Come on. What was that? What's that limp throw? I do not understand how this Pokeball thing works. It tells you, it asks you if you want to see a tutorial if you switch between things, which I could do, but it would be obnoxious, and I've already pretty much got the gist of it. I think it's just gonna be finicky regardless. But it'll only give you the tutorial, the catch tutorial, when you switch, after you've already started the game. I'm like, come on. Can you get out of my face, Charizard, please? He's just up there. What a weird world where you can be in the starter area and there are just Charizards flying around in the sky. It's huge! This game did not bother to change the character sizes when they're different sizes. Pokemon Go! the mobile app will change the size of your Pokemon literally. It'll show them as different sizes. This game did not bother to do that at all. It'll just say that it's bigger, which I think is really funny. They put a lot of work into this game, but not enough to show the Pokemon scale. Give me my rats. I realized my favorite Delta Rune music so far is usually like an overworld. The boss music, great, wonderful. We love battle music, but it's specifically like, excuse me, Pidgey. It's specifically like you're in an area and you're walking around. That music is always so good. Like Field of Hopes and Dreams, classic. Such an incredible track. There's a part in chapter 3 when you're running around the worlds, I think maybe even after the boss battle, that has like kind of sped up music because it's supposed to be sort of a chase, or a tense sequence. Goldeen leveled up, we love this. Are you gonna evolve? Evolve for me? No. I don't know when... Oh, well, they was right there. How nice. I don't super mind. I just think it's interesting how it's been incorporated to some games and not others, because they have the thing in that says this one's really big, but then just didn't bother to actually model it like that. Which I feel like having the size increase couldn't be that hard to program in. But also I feel like this game might be pushing, well, it's such better quality than like any other Pokemon game, even the newer ones, especially the newer ones. Like the models are really, really well done, the characters all look fantastic, the environments are really beautiful. I don't know, I feel like they're maybe pushing this one to the limits of what the Switch can do. But then I also see Breath of the Wild and I'm like, oh, you had way more. You could have done way more, huh? Now! Yeah. I really loved the newest Pokemon game. I will say this genuinely. I really liked all the new Pokemon. I really liked all of the, like, regional variations of older Pokemon. I really, really loved the character design. I loved the like, story layout of the game where you could choose which path you wanted to go down at what point. I really, really loved the story. The only thing I did not love was how bad the graphics were and how glitchy it was. My game was never, like, broken, but it's an ugly game. The overworld is ugly. All the different areas are, like, really barren and, like, there's just nothing. And that's where a lot of it was just like, it was a great idea. It had a lot of work put into it. It was too ambitious for the time frame they had, and the product they put out looked like shit. But that doesn't mean it's in my, like, top favorite Pokemon games, honestly. It doesn't yet have the nostalgic value of the ones that I played when I was a kid or anything, but it's high up there for their newer games. I didn't really like Sword and Shield all that much at all. The remakes haven't super been doing it for me. Arceus was wonderful, but that's about it. And that one's not a main Pokemon game. Another Oddish, I heard. Hello, rats. Hey, did I show y'all I can play with Jenny? Look at this. Watch this. Watch this shit. Ah! I pet you. I pet your belly. Why is it inverted like this? Oh, it's because I have to move my hand. Hit your tail. Poke your tail, poke your tail, poke your tail. Poke. Poke. Ticklish! Okay, anyways, perfect, no notes, best game ever in the world. Thank you. She is just a little baby. Thank you. What the fuck is that? Is that a bat? I can't see it. Let me, if I get up, maybe I can see it a little bit. It's another Charizard. Why? No, it's a Dragonite. Okay, that's why the silhouette looked a little different. Interesting, interesting. I don't know if I have a Dragonite yet, actually. I should probably attempt to catch one at some point. I think I was most of the way to filling the Pokedex. There aren't too many Pokemon in this region. And I have all the... They added all the Alolan variations of the Kanto Pokemon, too. So I have all of those. Because the game that came out before this was Sun and Moon. Shiny hunting is truly just a lot of like, alright, hang in there. Keep it up. It'll happen eventually. Good luck, idiot. Maybe I'll play a couple more Switch games before I start playing. I think I'm gonna play Outer Wilds next as my next long game. But perhaps I'll play a little bit of, I finally got that new Zelda game, the one where you're actually Zelda. And it looks really cute. I didn't play a lot of the top-down Zelda games growing up, so they're not my favorite. But it looks super fun. So maybe I'll play like a little bit of that. Just to get in there. Yeah, Jasper streamed it a couple years ago. I remember because every time we raided in, he was playing more of it, and I was like, okay, I gotta go. I don't want to get it spoiled for me. Any game that's a time loop. Oh, there was also, I need to put this on my wish list. There was a game, Secret Sleepover, I played a while ago that was like, you're on a long haul generational ship and you're colonizing a planet. But you're in some sort of a timeline situation. So if things go wrong, which they do, you have multiple chances at fixing them. And I think like the first playthrough, like some like main characters die off really early on to disasters that could have been prevented if you'd known. So it starts with like a, oh god, this is awful, this is gonna be a really rough game, and then you realize, oh, we're going to be able to change events. Hey, Snake! Oh, thank you for the hydrate in the stretch. I'm gonna drink my last sip of tea. Oh, big stretch. I love a timeline. I love a timeline. I love a time loop. Y'all know this about me. Talking about a video game which name I cannot remember, but I'm trying to plan out my my next long haul games because I'm running out of short games to play. Which is why I'm doing this today. I have a lot of short games on my list to play, but a lot of them are like not they're still cooking. They're not out yet. And I have plenty of stuff in my library, my Steam library that I could fuck with, but a lot of it is like, well, I'll occasionally buy a bundle that has a lot of games I'm interested in, but then comes with a couple that I'm like, I don't know anything about this game. So I have a lot of games in my library that I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever play this, but it might be the best game I've ever played. I have no way of knowing unless I do play it. So maybe I'll try one of those at random. 2 of them! 2 at once! 2 rats! 3! 3 rats! Oh my god. I'm rat maxing. We hit 30. We hit 30. I think that's why I'm suddenly rat maxing. If I go down here, will more spawn? I think as your streak increases, the sort of quantity of that Pokemon that start appearing increases as well. Which is probably why 3 rats. Alright, where'd they go? Oh, they all despawned. Okay, wait, come back. Come back, my children. Ah! You're not a rat. You're a rat! Come here. It's tiny! Wow. Chad, I'm so excited. It's Pride this weekend. It's the big Pride. My friends and I got a hotel room for 2 nights this time, which means I'm taking tomorrow off work. So we get another night in the big city. And the hotel has a pool. We could swim more than once even. And we'll already be there, so we won't all be late to the parade. I don't know, it's just huge for me. Usually the traffic to get into the city is quite bad, so arriving day of is challenging. And parking is challenging. Friday the 13th, Pride, all monsters are gay. Yeah. Friday the 13th is last month. Last month? Fuck, last week. Oh god. I'm also getting my car inspected, which is exciting because it is having issues. She's very sick, my car. She's very unwell. I have a Subaru, and it's doing this fun rattle that I've heard other Subarus do, so I'm taking it to an actual Subaru dealership to get fixed this time. Very exciting stuff. Their website was really nice, and they were like, oh yeah, we have all sorts of, we have an aquarium, there's an octopus in there, you can look at our aquarium, we have tea and snacks, and a lovely air-conditioned waiting room. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna bring a book. I'm gonna settle into the waiting room, I'm gonna bring a book, and then they're gonna tell me I owe like $3,000 and that I need to get a rental car. It's gonna be so cool. I will be safe, yes. Oh yeah, I'll make sure to bring my spiked bat. Yeah, I am, as always, but more so this year, a little bit nervous about the big Pride. So I don't know, we're probably gonna watch it on a side street, kind of away from either where traffic is being stopped or where like the main hub is, because there's always like, the parade goes through a route, but there's like a central intersection that oh god, Automod please allow. Obviously, all gay people should have bats. Thank you, May. Automod, it's Pride Month. You should allow me to say whatever I want. Yeah, we're gonna be cautious. And like honestly, we don't love being in the huge crowds anyway. So like we love to watch the parade, but like we don't really hang out in the. There's like an area, there's a park that has a bunch of vendors that's usually like so swamped with people that you can't move 2 feet within a minute. We usually stay clear of a lot of those big groups. So I think like, I assume it's going to be lovely and it will be a celebration and nothing bad will happen, but I think we will be fine. It's sad that I have to think this way. I wish oh, come on, that one just disappeared. My rat. But I think it's gonna be really fun and I'm super excited. And because we have an extra night there, we get to go to the bars that we don't usually go, because we usually end up going to one. We go to the really fun dance place, and that's it. But I've never been to any of, there are like a bunch of gay bars, There are a bunch of cool spots in the big city that I've never been to that I'm hoping that we get to go to. At least one of them would be fun. Yippee! I'm hoping for a nice relaxing night watching HGTV, hanging out with my friends. It's gonna be great! It's gonna be so good. Whew. It's nice because Thursdays and Fridays are the worst. You'd think Friday, oh, the weekend's right now. No, because everybody gets out of work normal style, can enjoy the Friday as if it is part of the weekend, while I am stuck all night at Friday at work. Horrible, horrid. Friday is the worst day. A wretched day. So I'm glad I get Friday off, but now today is Friday, so today is wretched also. But that's okay. I'll get there. I'm really hoping now, I found out only because I'm part of a Markiplier Discord server that, like, notifies me when he's live, which is very infrequently. He doesn't live stream all that much. That a new fucking Five Nights at Freddy's game came out and I didn't even know about it. And I don't have a whole lot of, like... I watched a video essay about why Security Breach was so bad, and it like assessed the story, it assessed how broken the game was, it assessed literally every aspect of it. It was delightful. It was so nice. What a delightful video. It made me realize, like, how bad they fucked up the lore when it got handed over to Steelwool. Which is, like, fine, and I don't really care, and if we don't consider it super canon, it doesn't matter. But I am excited, because I know enough people complained about them fucking it up, that I think they're going in a different... I'm hoping, and it seems like they're going in a completely different direction with the franchise now. And so far the game looks pretty neat, but I'm only gonna watch Markiplier play it. So I gotta wait. But he's been so busy. He live streamed it a couple days ago and I was like, this is the best fucking shit ever. I didn't even know there's what a treat. Happy Pride. The weird internet drama that I've been exposed to this week of, like, one, I didn't even know there was a new Five Nights at Freddy's game. I don't know how I managed to fucking miss that. 2, Markiplier's playing it. 3, Matt Pat's going into politics. Which I'm only thinking of because I said Happy Pride after Five Nights at Freddy game. Okay, we all know Scott Cawthon donated a bunch of money to Trump's campaign in 2016, which sucks. Which really sucks. But a bunch of people were like, okay, well, he's homophobic and horrible, and most of the fandom is, like, gay furries. I'm a gay furry, so everybody was really upset about it. And then Matt Pat made this, like, really extensive video that's like, he's not homophobic, he's just stupid. And I was like, Matt Pat, you don't need to... And then I was like, oh, because I usually go to game theory for, like, or I had been, for, like, unbiased, silly theories about video games. Him making a video that was like, here's the politics behind this, and it was not unbiased because a lot of game theory's success revolves around the popularity of Five Nights at Freddy's. So him making this sort of, like, defense video of, like, this is why he did this donation thing, and it's because of this specific one policy that's consistent between all of the people he's donated to, and it doesn't have anything to do with queer people. And it's like, okay, it does, though, inherently, but what a weird fucking video to put out. And I was like, it was a good assessment of the situation, which I don't love looking into internet drama, so it was nice to have it, but it was also like, okay, I'm starting to realize that perhaps Matt Pat will do anything to protect his investments in like a franchise that is paying a lot of the bills. so that was just an interesting. And then what happened? There was another video, and I didn't. Two things that like stopped me watching Game Theory. He left anyway, so I don't know if they're still doing stuff like this, but one, he had a video that came out that was like, why are people always so mad about our theories? And essentially in the video, he was like, everybody who watches most of our audience are children or like people with autism who can't creatively think. And I was like, you just insulted your whole audience. What the fuck did you just say? About your audience? It was like, really weirdly, like, it was awful. And then all the comments were like, oh, you're so right, haha. And I was like, what the fuck? He was just like, this is what our audience is, and they're not capable of creative thought. It was really fucked up. It was like really, and I was like, okay, I think I'm done watching Game Theory. And like a couple weeks later, right? I was like, yeah, what? Why would you isolate your audience by insulting them like that? I think it was like literal thinking. He's like, our audience isn't capable of literal thinking because they're too attached to the truth, and our theories are all like, we're making this up based on like tangential evidence. So connecting one point to another point requires a lot of like imagination. I was like, all of these things you're saying are wrong. He based the entire thing also hugely on IMDb types. IMDb is not what I meant to say. Myers-Briggs personality types. I said IMDb because I was thinking of the acronyms that the personality types are, and that's a website for actors. Don't worry about it, I'm stupid. I shouldn't go on tangential rants about Game Theory, because I'm not very well spoken, especially not live. But Myers-Briggs is like a proven like stupid nothing. Like it's a very biased survey, doesn't actually mean anything, etc., etc. So basing an entire like assumption about your audience on Myers-Briggs types, and then like being ableist on top of that, and making assumptions about I don't know. It was all very in poor taste. But Pat and the writing team are super well spoken, so it didn't sound like they were doing any. It like sounded all reasonable when he said it like that. But then you think about it for a second, and you're like, what the hell did you just say? What the fuck was that, man? And then yeah, a couple weeks later, the Try Guys drama split, and they made a video about why it wasn't okay that the internet destroyed a man's career for cheating on his wife. A public figure whose job it was to be a public figure, who cheated on his wife with another employee at the fucking company where they're influencers. And I was like, I don't think that you should be making, I don't think you should be making this video at all, period. These are real people. As soon as you're making videos about real people, either drama or politics or anything, your channel's not Game Theory anymore. You can't be making videos about content creators. Those are real guys. Those are real guys. And it was like, I was like, I'm not watching this video because it's gonna be so well written. Everything Game Theory puts out is so well written and so well argued, but that doesn't mean it's like morally right. Like, that doesn't mean that the opinion is correct that's being expressed. They're just good at writing essays. That doesn't mean the essays are true. These are all opinions. It's just a theory is part of their motto. But it's not just a theory when it's real people. And so as soon as I saw that, I was like, it was like they clearly made this video to capitalize off of the algorithm surrounding this huge internet like scandal. And the fact that they were capitalizing off of it, off of other content creators being content creators themselves, who know what it's like to live like that, I don't know. making a video about a real person arguing that the internet should have treated that person better while also capitalizing off of that person's trauma with how the internet's treating them. I don't know, it just this is such fucking like hypocrisy. It's just like hypocrisy all the way down. It was just really bizarre to me, and I feel like maybe there was some self-awareness to all of that, and again, I didn't watch the video, so like honestly I should, but I didn't want to support that kind of production by being like, oh yes, I want to watch more content about this fucking scandal, and then have them be like, well, a lot of people watched this, so we need to make more videos like this, capitalizing off of other content creators. I'm like, I don't want to give numbers to this video just so I can watch it so I can be more well informed about their opinions on the stupid scandal. I don't know. A lot of internet drama is hypocrisy, yeah. That's so true. It's just so bizarre. It's so bizarre that, because I watched so much game theory in 2020. It was like one of my top, like if they had a new video that came out, I'd be watching it. I was watching their like live channel. I was watching them play video games. I was like really invested, because I was invested in a lot of content creators in 2020. I couldn't leave the fucking house and hang out with your friends. So there was a lot of like, I don't know, what's the word? I always forget this word when I need it. The like getting too emotionally attached to a like fictional connection. Like like obsession with content creators. There's a specific word for that. People use it all the fucking time, and I always forget it when I need it in a sentence. There's a lot of that going around in 2020 because we were all stuck. So there were a lot of content creators that I didn't really watch consistently before that suddenly I was like, well, I'm gonna watch literally everything they put out because I need the idea and familiarity of being around people without being able to be around people. So you get hooked on internet personalities instead, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's so sad. I don't know. There are like so many people out there that I'm like, I really admire this person. But do they have my best interest at heart? And I think the thing with Markiplier, for example, stays out of literally everything. His entire brand has to revolve around not being political, not like saying anything that'll piss people off. Like, he's not allowed to be really woke, he's not allowed to be really racist or like misogynistic or like in the other direction. Like, he has to be this like middle ground of like normal. You gotta be normal. And that's a really challenging thing for people to maintain if they're trying to reach all audiences and just get the numbers. Maintaining that and not letting opinions out is something content creators really struggle with. Which is why people will get really far and then suddenly will switch on you because they've been building up all of this inside. And then suddenly they're like, actually I am gonna choose evil, and then you find out that they're a shitty person. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, and I'm glad that I don't want to be a content creator full time. Like, one, I don't got the numbers for it, obviously. Yes, I would love you to learn Sky Attack, how exciting. You don't need agility, I guess. You don't need to be fast, do you? Don't worry about my Pokemon moves levels. I'm not a competitive Pokemon player. YouTube analytics, yes. I just rewatched Jenna Stieber has a really lovely video about content creators having to be superstitious, essentially. And it's a really good, it's a 9-minute video, and part of the gimmick is that the video is 9 minutes, but it is a 15-minute video on YouTube. Because at the time, YouTube algorithm is rewarding people for making long video essays. So Jenna put out this video that's like, this is just going to be a 9-minute video, but I'm doing this because to prove a point about like content creation and the— oh no! Does that mean my streak is lost? Oh god, oh god. Did I fuck up? I need to find another rat ASAP and see if that fucked me up. Please, please rats, please. But yeah, as a content creator, and YouTube and other sites will not really provide you with the statistics that you actually need to figure out what's working and what's not. You never know if it's like the game you played, the time of day you released the video, how long the video it is, how edited the video is. You don't know what statistics make the most difference. But YouTube will push certain things at certain times, so you kind of have to figure out what YouTube is pushing, try to go with that, and then pray. Like, and it's such a weird and fucked up world. Anyways, MatPat's going into politics specifically, I think, for content creator rights. I couldn't— there was an article that I read. The article did not give me that much information. But he like held a caucus or something. I don't follow politics super closely. I don't know a lot about the processes that go— oh, my streak. Did it say my streak was— did it say 0 streak? Hold on. Wait, I wasn't paying attention. I was clicking through too fast. Please. I find all this stuff very fascinating. I do watch a lot of video essays and things when I can. And I love the, like— no, my combo! Alright, chat. Fuck. Alright, let's get it back up. Let's get it back. My combo is around 50. Again, I think it's like 30 when the odds are the highest. I hear you. I hear a rat. I hear a rat. Where'd the rat go? Or was that a Pidgey sound? I thought that was a rat sound. Come back here. Where? Where? I don't see one. There's one. Come here. Bitch. I'm gonna get your ass. I did catch a shiny Rattata in Pokemon Sleep the other week. They now have a new moon event where shiny odds are higher. It's pretty cool. I love to learn about content creation because I watch a lot of content creators. And kind of I like to know the mentality around decisions. And knowing the mentality and like seeing things happen the way they are will sometimes completely turn me off from watching videos from people. I think it's interesting. Interesting how like it'll work on some people, but the knowledge will send people away. Like it's really obvious when people are playing the game. Like I really love doing this honest. I don't watch a lot of Ethan Nestor's videos, because all of his video thumbnails are like the I fucked up, oh no, where it's like him right in the center looking sad, and then the video is just like a Minecraft video or whatever. Like it doesn't actually have anything to do with. And I like if they do not state the game in the thumbnail or the description and what video it is in the series of playing that game, I'm not interested in watching it. That's I will like actively fight against like, no, you're not gonna catch me with your like fake drama thumbnail. I'm not interested. The only person it works for me is Markiplier, because I do want to know his updates, because I need to know when he's loading regularly again. So I always watch those, but they're always like 3 minutes long, and it's always like, yeah, I'm still working on the fucking movie. I'm like, awesome, good to hear from you, man. Please come back to playing Five Nights at Freddy's. I need it. Emotionally. I still consistently am watching Drawfee and Secret Sleepover Society. However, Jacob and Julia had a baby. So now I'm missing one of my like most consistent things I'm watching all of a sudden, which means I'm now watching like 3 different TV shows instead to make up for it, which is not super great for my mental health. I started rewatching Stargate Atlantis. This is the 3rd watch through. And I read Dracula between my last watch through and now, and have realized, like, I already knew that the Wraith, the like main antagonist alien race, are like space vampires. They're fucked up space vampires. I love them very much. A lot of the characters and episode plots have consistencies with Dracula. So like there was just an episode, I'm in the 1st season, so spoilers for the 1st season. There are like 8 seasons or whatever of this show. Taylor, one of the main characters, finds out that she has Wraith DNA, which means she can hack into their psychic link and figure out what they're up to. And in the books, Dracula, Mina Harker has this ability. She is like, Dracula tries to get her, but only like half turns her. So if she were to die, she would turn into a vampire, but she's not dead yet. So she and him have this psychic link now that taps both ways. So she has to be like, what is it? They have to keep her awake at night, I think. I forgot. It's been a while since I've read Dracula now. They have it so that he can't tap into her stuff, but she can tap into his when he's asleep during the day without having him possess her. Because if she tries to tap in while he's awake, he will possess her. And Taylor has essentially this identical plot line where she is trying to tap into the Wraith to see what they're up to, but they figure out how to tap her back because she has built up a mental shield with these abilities, and they actually use them rather than blocking the abilities, so they can get right in there. Fascinating. So I'm kind of hoping that as the series progresses, there'll every once in a while be a little bit of Dracula in there, and that makes me happy. So it kind of feels like, because it's a monster of the week, and there's like a gang of 4 to 5 characters that goes on all these missions. I've been trying to like figure out which character is which in the narrative. Cause Dracula is also like, it's a gang of idiots. Like, each of them are very different, working together to fight this monster. You got the American gunslinger. We love him. Hashtag the American gunslinger in Dracula. We've got our like scientist. We've got 2 scientists. We've got our Van Helsing. We've got our other guy who does more mental health stuff. He works at a sanatorium, and one of his patients has been touched by, his mind has been touched by Dracula. Renfield. We love Renfield. So he's trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with Renfield. Meanwhile, Dracula's like, aha, I've arrived! Like, maybe these 2 things are connected, I don't know. So yeah, I'm waiting for all the plot lines. We have a Renfield now, actually. I just realized that Lieutenant Ford's character is the Renfield of this universe. Yeah. Anyways, I'm just trying to piece together, because I think a lot of Dracula went into the framing of this TV show. And I'm just trying to pick up all the little pieces now that I've realized it. Very exciting. I love sci-fi shows. Stargate's not maybe the best, but it is one that I watched myself growing up, and I don't know, Star Trek was always like, my parents recommended this. So it's not a show I necessarily chose for myself. It's a show that I eventually finished myself, and really I love all the Star Trek shows so deeply. But Stargate's special because I picked it myself. I'm sorry if I'm switching between the 2. My brain will sometimes say one when I mean the other, so my apologies if I, yes, I'm catching this Pokemon. I didn't mean to walk into the Pidgey. It's great because you can really do anything with it. Sci-fi and fantasy go hand in hand, but within sci-fi you can have like fun tech stuff, and then you can also have like weird magic stuff, and they both kind of work together. I guess that's kind of how Star Wars does it. I'm not a Star Wars person. That's the line I draw, is that no, I don't really fuck with Star Wars at all. I just feel like the property is just sort of often mishandled. Which I guess a lot, like Star Trek is being mishandled now, to be fair. So like that's not unique to Star Wars that that's happening, but. And Stargate was just bought an umbrella under Amazon, which sucks. And their talks of figuring out how they want to revive it are pretty stagnant, so we'll see if it ever gets a reboot, but I really, what I miss are the serial TV shows of like Monster of the Week kind of stuff, where you can watch any episode, it doesn't really matter the sequence. I don't really like TV that I binge through and then forget all of the next week. Like, I want a show that's like 11 seasons long for some reason, and I can really settle into it and get to know the characters. It's very important to me in my... And the fact that we don't have a lot of that anymore is why I lean on content creation, content creators so much to provide me with things. With content to watch. I really need to get back into audiobooks, is my problem, I think, really, genuinely. I need to read more books. Book good. Problem is I was like, I'm gonna read more books, and I picked a random book from my library that I had, and it sucked. It was a shitty book, and I think it was a book that I had already started and then forgotten about and not finished because it sucked. And there was no way in my library to mark, don't read this one again, you didn't like it, you can remove it from your, you can't remove things from your library. So it just keeps showing up there as, you haven't started this one yet, wanna try it? No, I don't, it's really bad. Reading is fun, reading's easy if you are me, and it helps balance your ADHD to listen to audiobooks. Then it's wonderful. Finding time to read a physical book, challenging. I only... Come on. I make exceptions for series that I really love and that I already read physical copies of at some point. So I'm like, I know I'm capable of doing this thing, and I enjoyed it when I did this last book that came out, so I'm gonna do it again. There are very few authors that have that power over me. Very few. And some don't. Like, I love Louise McMaster Bujold. I will wait until her books are narrated before I read them. I'll wait a full year until the audiobook is out before reading it. I will delay gratification on that. But also, part of that's like, she's only releasing novellas now, and so going out of my way to buy a novella versus buying the audiobook seems almost silly. So I don't really have room to have very many books. I did clear a couple books out when I was doing some spring cleaning recently, but yeah, I gotta do more audiobooks. I should check and see if there are more novellas out. It's been a little while. I know Bujold is kind of constantly cooking on these. I missed the Vorkosigan saga. I'm trying very hard not to listen to it a third time in sequence. I just listened to it a couple years ago again. I heard a rat. I heard you. There you are. I just love my... I need my silly sci-fi series that I can fully sink into. And if I can sink into it at work and, you know, balance my ADHD that way, and then I actually get work done at work, that's a fun bonus. We love to do my job without kicking and screaming, which is why audiobooks are so valuable for me. Kristen Kishore. I will buy a physical copy immediately upon release. I will pre-order that. As soon as it comes out, I am sitting down, I'm reading through the whole thing in one sitting. Probably not one sitting, but you know what I mean. And I love the person who reads those books too. So I know I'm going to re-listen to it later, and I'm gonna get the delight in the full audio treatment. She did the first one with full cast audio, and then just recently, because she switched to just one person, her name is escaping me right now, I usually remember it. I'm usually very bad at remembering names unless it is an author that I really like or a voice actor I really like who reads the book that I really like. It's not Bernadette Dunn, she's the one who did the Protector of the Small series. Actually, Bernadette Dunn also did the Sharing Knife series, which Louis McMaster Bujold wrote, but it's her, like, smut series, and it's, like, a little too icky for me. So I've not explored that one more. I should probably just read through all of them anyway. And I like Bernadette Dunn's voice very much, because she read one of my favorite series of all time. I'm like, I can sit through her smut series. It's one of those ones where it's like, there's like this era of authors that are like, let's give my characters kind of a weird age gap. That's fine, we love older men, right? And I'm like, I don't. One, I'm straight. Two, absolutely not. It squicks me out too much. Tamara Pierce does it a lot too, but her books are YA coded, so it usually doesn't feel quite as squicky. Like, the characters are often on the same page, abilities, mentally, like they're all like Alana's a very powerful sorceress. If she marries a man that's like 10 years older than her, she can do that. She could kill him pretty easy, I think. Like, I don't super mind that. But Sharing Knife is a little, because it is geared to be a romance. Books that are geared to, I love a romance subplot and I don't care too much. If the book is geared towards romance, if it's a couple characters that I really don't care about or don't really like their dynamic, then I'm not interested in the entire thing, because the entire series is based around them, huh? Now I just have to deal with them? Come on. Yeah, I honestly think a lot of it. This is my suspicion, is that a lot of the people who are writing these books want to write like a love interest that them themselves are interested in, the author. So, and these authors are obviously not teens writing a book about a teen. So they age up the guy. And I'm like, I guess that makes sense. But come on. A lot of these books are like medieval timesy, so it's like, this is normal in this universe. Also, like, whatever, it's fiction. Who cares? But I don't know. And Sharing Knife, she's an adult. She's just a very young adult. And the guy she's flirting with is like in his 40s or 50s even. I feel like he's a magic race of like powerful magician guys. I don't know. It's like a different. They age slower, I think was the premise. Like, they're kind of magical and age slower, which means he's a lot older than she is. But is maybe young for his species of humanoid. I can't remember. It was a while since I read it, and it was not my favorite, so I don't think I retained a lot of the information. Bujold has other, like, weird age gaps in her other books, but it's not the primary point of the book. And it often will make sense in context. I don't know. It's weird. it's weird reading books by older authors, because they're running on a completely different morality and rule set than we adhere to now in media, which I find very interesting to see the differences. But again, I really just don't seek out romance books. I'm not into book talk at all. I don't read very much like full-on smut even. Yes, thank you, Bugflower. That's one of my least favorite ships ever. Because I'm like, why? Why? And I know why, and it's because bronies existed. And, like, God forbid you have, like, a queer ship. Like, all of our ships have to be straight, and there's only, like, 2 male characters in the show that are recurring, and Spike is one of them. And the show itself is, like, makes Spike a little kid with a crush. Which is fine, and that's, like, a normal character trope. But, like, actually shipping the characters is so weird to me. Very bizarre. Yeah. It's rough. It was a rough fandom. I avoided the fandom pretty well as a kid, thankfully. I was in the trenches on DeviantArt, really getting in there. I full-on ugly cried bawled when I watched the finale. Not the final episode, but they did that like mini-sode about like what the future was like, and I was like sobbing. I don't think I could watch it now without crying, actually, because it was such like an end of an era. Of like I built my personality around this show. Like this is really important to me. And I don't know, the fandom is so lovely now. It's such a good and funny place. Being on Tumblr has been really nice. But like, my god, what a weird time. How bizarre. I think I hadn't super been in contact with the fandom, but I was still watching whenever there was a new episode. I was pirating all of it because they made a stupid deal with Netflix and then wouldn't actually release the episodes off cable. Like, they would wait for months, not give release dates, and then suddenly, every once in a while, drop like 2 seasons. And I'm like, come on. Like, I'm not getting cable to watch this show. I'm not gonna buy all these episodes. You have a deal with this one streaming service that I have through my mom, because I am a child. I was in college at this point, to be fair. So I was just like, okay, whatever. Netflix is so dumb. Why bother having, and they would be like, for one season they'd be like, okay, and then every day an episode releases, we're putting it immediately on Netflix. How exciting. They only did that once. And the rest of the time is like, why do you still have this deal? Clearly, like, no one can agree on when this airs, and it means that it's not airing. I don't get it anymore. Stupid. Dailymotion, hashtag Dailymotion, is a lot of, like, the episode, but it was sped up a little bit, cropped weirdly, and sometimes flipped. Just, like, whatever, it's totally fine. There isn't usually text on screen that you need to read. Rat, I see you. I see you. I hear your voice. Ooh, did you see that? I don't even know how I managed to throw it so good. And yet, I feel like I'm doing the same motion every single time, and it's just flying all over the place. It's more consistent than it was when I was using the controller, though, yesterday, so I'm taking that as a win. We hit 30! which I think is the magic number. About. You're not a rat. Don't lie to me. Oh, that Dragonite just chilling up there. Hey, man. Hey, buddy. More rats, please. That wasn't a rat sound. That was the sound of a Pidgeotto? Pokemon's biggest crime is that they named the middle evolution of Pidgeotto, in the final evolution Pidgeot. Like, Pidgeotto is obviously the way cooler name, and you didn't give it to the final evolution? What's wrong with you? How could you do that? I confused them for a long time. Yeah, I had a website like that for Steven Universe. I had one for Gravity Falls and Steven Universe, and I think they had one that linked to a My Little Pony site, but it didn't work. It was the one show that, like, they were really cracking down on because of how many people were watching it. But Steven Universe, I also pirated all the episodes of. I think I'm gonna rewatch Steven Universe now that a new show is. I never finished the second show. So right, they did the original series, they did a movie, and then they had a show dedicated to Steven's trauma after the movie, and now they have Lars of the Stars, which I'm very excited about. I've always really loved Lars. Oh god, come on. I swear, I'm throwing it the same every time. I'm like locked in, I'm throwing it straight up, I'm not even flicking my wrist so that I know my arm movement is always up and down. Throwing it all over the place. I gotta get back into Steven Universe. I want to rewatch from the beginning. I want to rewatch the movie. I want to actually watch the sequel show. I want to watch Lars of the Stars. And it's on Hulu, which is the one that I actually have still. I'll take it. Every show you've watched fully, you've had to get it that way, yeah. Entirety of the 90s Sailor Moon waiting to be watched on external hard drive. Fuck yeah. That is the good stuff. This is my Sailor Moon hard drive. I wonder, because a lot of shows when they aired on TV were very heavily censored, and I know Sailor Moon was one of them. I feel like is it Yu-Gi-Oh that was dubbed a couple of times? I never know when I'm watching a show on a streaming service what version they have. And I'm always wondering, like, is this gonna be the censored version or is this going to be the real version? I think the Yu-Gi-Oh's on Hulu. I think that the streaming Yu-Gi-Oh is the uncensored version. But I'm not entirely sure. The thought of them redubbing a lot of these. Oh, no, it was One Piece that I'm thinking of. I think I'm watching the uncensored dub I was on Netflix before I lost access to Netflix. I'm sure there are plenty of places I can watch One Piece though, on the internet. Pirating. How fitting to pirate the pirate show, honestly. I don't think shows get paid every time somebody watches it on Netflix. I think they pay a set rate to have the show on their service. And I don't think the popularity of the show just determines whether they keep that show on their service or not. Right? What's happening here? Shiny hunting. Welcome in. I'm trying to get rats. I lost my streak once, but now we're back up to 34, so my chances are getting back up there. Which we love. There's a Charizard in the sky. Very cool. Where's my rats at? Where's my rats at? Excuse me, Charizard. I'm trying to look for rats. Man, I thought this was gonna be an easy shiny hunt. I'm starting to realize my odds for getting that far-fetched were perhaps a lot scarier. A lot scarier than I knew going in, but I persevered. shiny... This game has cutscenes for catching all legendaries. I guess legendaries don't just flap around. But it is a Pokemon Go based game, so you'd think there would actually be multiples of things. I'm not. Does the game have lures? I haven't played this game in so long. The hell? Power up? Candy jar? Oh my god! I'm stupid. I'm sorry, this is the first time I've opened this game in years. I was just like, I remember shiny hunting being easier in this game than usual. But god if I remember how to play it. Of course it works like Pokemon Go, of course there are lures. Oh, okay, so they do lurk in the skies sometimes. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. I guess that makes sense with how this gameplay is in this game. Because it's all based on amount you can catch. If I stay still while using the lure, it'll never run out. That's fascinating. Yeah. Oh, I guess the rats will find me. Okay, well, we'll try this. Right, because it's based on step amount, like repels are, I'd imagine. These are great tips, thank you. I'm by no means a professional shiny hunter. I just got, every once in a while I get the urge. And the urge to play Pokemon, the urge to shiny hunt sometimes overlap, and then this happens. Because usually when I have the urge to shiny hunt, I don't act on it. If I have the urge to play Pokemon, I also usually don't act on it, I wait till the next game comes out. But when the two overlap, perfect. I hear you that there's a rat. If they would run towards me, that would be great. Look at how many there are! Come, walk into me, please. I'll walk into them. I'll waste a couple steps. I'm using the Pokeball remote, which is, I swear to God, I throw the same every time, and it just zigs when I throw it straight. Which is why I lost one Rattata, because I got a little too, I zoned out a little bit too hard, and then missed a bunch. We love that though. That's part of it. It's part of it. This has suddenly become a lot easier, huh? Interesting. Weird. Weird how that happens like that. Oh, good to know. I haven't seen a silhouette of anything legendary yet. That is what I'm saying, Bugflower. That is what I'm saying. I'll come get you. I'll come get you, little guy. I mean, okay. I don't remember what the number is that maxes out my chances, but in theory, once I max out my chances, I could just stand and stop catching them. 31? So I'm already past it. I don't need to keep risking it. I could just stand still and wait. Many good points being made. Hold on, let me get in. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all saw that Charizard tail, did you? Did that look like it was shiny up there? Did I entirely imagine that? Oh god, please don't fuck up my streak, little guy. I'm distracted by on account of the... Hold up. Please nothing touch me for a second. Okay, yeah, No, it's normal. It was just the wingtip. It was just the wingtip, everybody. It's normal. I got excited for a second. I know other shiny odds go up while you're doing this process too. And I would take a shiny that's not a Rattata. That's fine. I'd prefer a Rattata though. Love these little guys very much. holding them gently in my heart. Oh, no longer the funny number. Congratulations, Jenny. Alright, I'm gonna stand down here. Maximum visual coverage of the area. See? I threw it exactly the same, I swear to God. Flies off into the distance. I did not spin, I did nothing. I mean, the game does want me to throw the ball, which I'm not going to be doing, because I think that's just gonna make it a lot worse. So I am just, like, moving my arm up and down gently. Goldine leveled up, awesome. We love this. I don't remember how those evolve. Oh, excellent! This is wonderful. Another Pokedex entry down. I can swap it out. There was something else in my party when I logged in that I also was trying to evolve. I'll figure out what it is. It looked like something that might have needed a stone though, so I don't know why it was in my party. Maybe it needed a level and a stone. Seeking! Hold on. Let's swap out that guy. Why open Pokemon? Now, listen here. Now listen here. I have my special Pokeball Plus. It only has 2 buttons. All right, well, fine. We won't work on evolving another Pokemon. We will just suffer. There's a little dingle that plays when a shiny one spawns. Is that correct? It's fine. I was having problems with the normal controller, and because I'm streaming it and it has to be docked, I figured I'd try this one. It don't? Okay, I just have to use my special eyes. God. Yeah. It's fine, it's cute. I bought it so I could use it for Pokemon Go, but it really does not connect well with that. I found that it was more irritating than helpful to use. I was really hoping it'd cut down on battery life because I don't have a external battery pack like a lot of Pokemon Go players have. Oh, sorry, I walked into this Pidgey. Hey, Pidgey. It's such a distinct shade of green. I don't think I'm going to miss it if one appears on the screen. It is cute though. I like the vibration. I like that it's only 2 buttons and you can essentially play the whole game with it. It is irritating that you can't actually play the whole game with it. As we just saw, you can't press the button Y, it doesn't exist. It would be nice if they added a little more workarounds. Like longer menus that you could click on other options when you click on the Pokemon, that kind of thing. It wouldn't be that hard to do. Can you stop walking towards me, please, Oddish? I'm uninterested. That one was normal. It's so beautiful. The cacophony of Rattatas is so beautiful. There's an angry... Yeah, they're just the angry little birds. First gen of Pokemon, I know a lot of the Pokemon are just like, this is just a normal animal. I love a lot of them very much. I think I mained a Pidgeot through a lot of this. Named Miss Beekman after Griffin McElroy's Pidgeot from a Nuzlocke run many years ago. We love Miss Beekman. Pidgeys don't even have, well, I guess they do have kind of eyebrows. They don't have the same eyebrows as my beautiful Farfetch'd. Quacklin is tired of my shit. Quacklin wants to, can you not? Quacklin wants to do literally anything else. I'm wasting my lure doing this, but I honestly do not want to enter into unnecessary battles if we can just chill here. Wow. Easy game. Huh. Okay, well with the lure, Tauros probably won't be too hard to do. They were spawning pretty consistently when I tried. I tested the Tauroses first because I was like, wouldn't it be fun if I caught a cow on stream? I was like, maybe we should start with something easier. God, there's so many of them over. Look at them. They're so cute. Despawn, some more of you can come in. And they're all huge and tiny. Good for them. New Rattata spawned? Where? Ah! Everybody calm down. Stand in the shrub. You can't get me in here. They can. They definitely can get me in the shrub. Ha! Can't get me. Ah! It is so weird to me that the skies will spawn much bigger Pokemon in the starting area. Because it was happening when I was in the other route looking for Tauroses, but the level gap is a lot higher there. Whew. A sky pigeon. Like, you'd think because everything in this area is low level, it would only be like little Pidgeys spawning in the sky. But no. It's not like that at all. Ah! What did I walk into? Who are you? Oddish? Get the fuck out of here. So what are y'all up to today? You doing anything fun today, this weekend? Any big projects? I'm mostly on that art fight grind. I'm not really doing all that much other than that. But I have gotten a few character reference. I love using it because it gives me that motivation to re-ref characters that I've been wanting to do for forever anyways. Oh, I redrew... I drew this character on stream like 2 years ago. I have a cow character named Bittersweet, and I just gave her like proper re-ref treatment because I never really liked that art. And now she looks exactly like I want her to look, and I'm very, very happy with it. I'll try to remember to put that somewhere. And it's like, it's only 2 years difference in it, and it looks, I don't know. I love being able to look back and actually physically see improvement. It's very, very satisfying. Finished the Slarpgy review! Haven't made the thumbnail yet. Hell yes! I'm so excited. Working hard. Yeah, she's a cutie. I'll try to remember to post it. It would be challenging for me to fish up the photo from here. The temptation to walk down and check the other grass patch is so strong, and I know that I don't want to waste the lure, but I don't know how much, I don't know if I care. I want to know what the ones down there are up to. Look, they're just like, they're clumping up, they're playing, they're scrambling around. Little guys. I love to draw a cow character. The only one I have left, and I've been putting off this reference sheet for ages, actually. I designed long ago a glam rock Five Nights at Freddy's character after Security Breach came out, because I just really, really love the character designs of those. And then I never actually put the effort into to like reffing it. I did a lot of sketches, and you get the gist from the sketches what she looks like, but like I'd love some like a full body reference. She was my warm-up before I did the I have a glam rock VTuber model that I use. She's a lot of fun. Her name is Commander Cowline, and she's a cow of the stars. She does like I think she has a laser tag or something. I don't remember. But I like her, and I want her to have a proper ref sheet. Because art of her would be fun. FNAF OCs are really interesting because they're quite challenging to draw in their own way, but I just really, really love drawing in oh yeah, wait. Thank you for the redeem. I know what button it is, haha. There! I dare get the right one! Hell yeah. Wait, let me zoom her in a bit. Ah! This Pokeball's attached to my finger. Fuck. Come on. Nobody touch my Pokemon. Where's VTube Studio? She's so little. Why am I so little? Yeah. I mean, this model is pretty bare bones, but on account of I don't have legs. Neither does my normal model, but like... It's such a fun art style to replicate, especially the glam rock ones, because they're just so colorful. It's nice that they when they do it, when a new set of animatronics comes out, they always like make them stylistically consistent. I really enjoy that. And the glam rock ones just especially speak to me. Yes, you do have probably the most points out of anybody. I try to keep my redeems pretty affordable though. Just on the off chance someone needs to see a glam rock model of me. I'll probably, when I finally get around to rigging the 2.0 model, which my goal is to have it done before my stream anniversary in November. I think I'll have another model redeem for the old model. Just because she's cute and she's part of my history, and I don't want to fully retire her. That'd be silly. Any green rats? No green rats. Yeah, I hear you up there. I am surprised that we haven't seen any shinies. This is around the point where I found a shiny Gloom when I was doing my Farfetch'd hunt. And then gave up on the Farfetch'd hunt so I could catch the Gloom, because fuck it, I'm not gonna turn down a shiny. Rats, we are the rats. 1 hour of rat ambiance while I stand here. Sometimes you just have a good art day and you do something that's like, it hits different than your stuff usually does, you know? It happens every once in a while, and I'm like, why would I redo this? I really love how this turned out. I'm sort of that way with my rat characters ref sheet, because I I drew it right before I fully switched to Clip Studio Paint, so it has that like GIMP feel to it. So the line width isn't like how I would do it now. Everything feels kind of like if I redrew it today, it would be really nice. But it came out really nice at the time, so I don't really want to update the full reference sheet because I really like how our human form looks. And just because it would have looked nicer if I'd drawn it in Clip Studio Paint doesn't mean it doesn't look nice now. Because I really liked the sketch. Sometimes things are just like, well, why fix this when I already like how it is, even though I know I could do it better now. And then I also will sometimes have bad art days anyway, where I can't for the life of me draw anything as good as I know I can draw it. It's constantly a battle with art stuff. Yeah. What the hell was that? Did you hear that? What was that noise? What Pokemon makes that one? Y'all heard that, right? The hell noise was that? Maybe it was I don't know what Dragonite sounds like. Maybe it was a Dragonite noise. Terrifying. Ha! Ha! Dodging rats left and right. Ah! Oddish, get the hell out of my... Get the hell out of my face, you little plant idiot. You little Zoombini. Yes, I would love to give up. I just got really sleepy all of a sudden. I've been cutting out coffee again. I say this I know I say this every couple of months. Like, I stopped drinking coffee. Yeah, it makes me fucking tired when I don't though. The tea isn't doing it. Oddish does look like it would be delicious. You're so right. There is, speaking of game theory, no, it wasn't a game theory video. Not speaking of game theory, there was a Brian David Gilbert Unraveled video about which Pokemon would be the most delicious to eat. And the thumbnail features Farfetch'd and Miltank, two of my favorite Pokemon. At the time, they were my two favorite Pokemon, and I was like, oh, come on, man, don't eat them. Those are my favorite little guys. I have, in fact, above me, two little plushies I have the sitting cutie plushies of Miltank and Farfetch'd. I now also have a sitting cutie of my other favorite. Actually, it says Pokemon Fit on it. I bought it from the Pokemon Center in Japan. I have a Scrafty. I love Scrafty. Scraggy and Scrafty, also in the top 10. I'm running out of room in the top 10, but he's in there. To recap, favorite Pokemon are Rattata, Scrafty, Miltank, Farfetch'd, that's 4. I feel like legally I need an evolution in there, but I'm not gonna put one. I'm gonna restrain myself. I really like Silvally, if that's how that's pronounced. The Chimera Pokemon. Fine, I'll catch another rat. Aren't Pokemons kind of more similar to humans in terms of intelligence? Yep. Yep, they do canonically eat Pokemon in this world, but they are more intelligent. So like, here's the thing I always say that the anime makes very clear, is that Pokemon can understand human speech, but humans cannot understand Pokemon speech. So that makes Pokemon smarter than humans. Intellectually. They can translate all these different species' languages and communicate with each other. And they understand Pokemon speech. But humans don't understand Pokemon speech. So humans, why are humans in charge? Who let this happen? Mewtwo was onto something. $50! That feels like a good number. I'm okay with this. I mean, I think the consensus was that Pokemon that are already an animal that is eaten for food, like Farfetch'd, which is literally based on a proverb about a duck with a leek. Like, what good luck you found a duck already carrying a leek, like it's ready to be eaten. It's already seasoned itself. Supremely edible Pokemon, Farfetch'd. And then Miltank is a cow, and cows are eaten. But then the other side of the thing was like, there's a Pokemon that is an ice cream cone. How do we feel about this? Like, There's a Pokemon that is literally cotton candy. We're getting my special ball out. Kit's playing Slime Rancher. Let's fucking go. We're gonna catch in a Premier Ball. Yeah, that's right. I'm risking it. Not an excellent throw. Not an excellent throw, but is it enough? That's fucking right. We got a shiny. Hell yes. Hell yes. Hell yes. Hell yes. Quacklin leveled up. Fuck yeah. Alright, wait, I have to switch remotes to swap it in the team. Pokeball, get out of here. We're switching to yellow. Okay, well it didn't want me to switch. It's not liking that I'm trying to switch to yellow. Hold up. Look how pretty she is! I love that Rattatas are called mouse Pokemon, but they are called Rattatas. And their evolution's called Raticate. Like these are rats. This is rats. It's a little taller. I've caught 128 of these fucking things. What a perfect little baby angel. Okay, well apparently I can't switch the remotes. I think if I hold down a button it'll power it off, actually. Hold up. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of the danger zone. No, I didn't want to do that. Fuck. It's fine. Okay, out of the danger zone. Safe. Hold up. Let me turn this off. It's not working. Maybe I hold down the top button instead? Maybe I turn it off manually? How does it, hey. Change grip order, okay. You, get out of here. No longer necessary. There we go. That should fix it. Okay. Bag. Not what I wanted to do. Hold on. What? I guess I can go to the Pokemon box from here. The menus in this game are weird, but they're not like too complicated. I don't like the newer game menus because they use different buttons for some reason. Look at these rats. I hope they're in order. Thank God they're in order. Add to party, please. We can swap out Seeking, because Seeking already evolved. Excellent. These numbers tell you that which ones are in your party. Okay, then we can also... Not what I wanted to do. How do I transfer in this game? I might have to do it on a computer. Send to Professor. Here we go. Goodbye, rats! Farewell! Rest in peace. Professor Oak, Yes. Wait, do I have to... Oak receiving 1,000 rats. Oh, you're gonna give me a treat for that? Thank you. I've only sent you that many? Man, I really don't shiny hunt in this much, huh? Yes. Hundreds of rats. Thousands of rats. 69 nice. Wow, it would be really nice if there was a way to select more than one at a time. But that's cool. No worries, game. No, I'll just do it the long way. One at a time, baby. I wish he would not call me my girl. That is... Hey, Professor Oak, can you not call me that, actually? That makes me a little uncomfortable. Not a girl. Oh, here's the cow I caught last night. I only caught one. I tried to catch a few, actually. A little embarrassing, I'm gonna be honest. Yay, yippee! Okay, I did already catch a dragonite in the sky. Excellent, good for me. I need to take a hit of water. Fuck yes. Okay. Alright, Quacklin. Thank you. Oh wait, I do want to show you how cute this is. Hold up. Look how adorable the riding animation is. Whee! This game is just so pleasant to look at. So freaking cute. Okay, let's see Scrample. Let's see my little guy. Wait, first change name. Your name is Scrample. No, I don't want a different keyboard. Yay, Scrample! Take out of Pokeball, please. That's my little baby. That's my little baby. Let me see the baby. Baby spotted. Little! Oh, that's my- oh, and it's so fast! Farfetch'd was so slow, but Scramble is like ready to fucking kick ass. Go, my rat! Go, my rats! Yay! Oh my god! Oh my god! Little! Oh! I'm so happy. I'm so pleased. I guess I should end stream while I'm ahead. I don't know if I'm going to try for Taros on stream, but if I don't have any ideas by the time next week rolls around, I'm probably gonna do another. I'll do another shiny hunt stream. Whoa! What did you find, Scramble? Scramble them eggs. Oh, you're having just a nice time. I love you, Scramble. You're the best. There are people around that have, like... I think they give you a ribbon if you beat them, but they're like, I have the best Oddish ever. If you can beat my Oddish, then you have the best Oddish ever. So your goal is to find every single one of these people. These, like, 150 people or so. No, I would not like to use another lure. So there is a Farfetch'd guy. My Quacklin is not trained up enough. You kind of have to have a Pokemon that you've trained to beat the same typing, so you gotta be crafty with it, and you have to get them pretty high level. So I would not be able to beat the Rattata guy if I could find the Rattata guy. You're the Abra guy. We'll see if I can find the Rattata guy. They're probably not too far from the starting area. They might even be in Pallet Town. They spawned after you beat the Elite Four, all these challengers. Okay, you're the drowsy guy. Interesting. Anyways, this is a delightful game. If you have a Switch and you've never played Let's Go, and skipped right to the main games. This is honestly really fun. It's maybe one of my favorite remakes they've ever done. Everything's laid out exactly like the original game. Like they didn't mess with it too much. And it's all the time. I've fallen upon a rat. No, I'm good. I don't need my streak anymore. Love you though, rats. Ah! I've like really ruined this area for rats, huh? I don't even have the lure going anymore. No reason. Alright, is there a rat guy over here somewhere? I don't know if... I guess maybe nobody in Palatown spawns with the special stuff. Hey, Professor, do you like my army of rats? Oh, I'm apparently I'm the Pokemon Professor now. He has nothing left to say to me. I don't know how many Pokemon there are in this. I guess 151 makes sense, right? Mewtwo would be 51. Mew is 50. Let me check the Pokedex, actually. Now I'm curious. Okay, 151 is Mew. That was my work alarm going off, which means I probably should leave, huh? Okay, I've seen everything, so there are only 151. I'm just working on the last couple. Wigglytuff. I think Wigglytuff needs a stone. You probably evolve with levels. You need to be traded for sure. You also need to be traded. You need to be traded. I don't know. I guess you just find a Kangaskhan. That's gonna be challenging, I guess. Wow, I really made progress on this, huh? You know what? I do feel like Golem can evolve on its own. Hold on. No, I'm still working on Weepinbell. We'll work on one at a time. Let's not get too crazy. Oh yeah, you can also fly on the once you beat the game. You can do this. Check this shit out. You fly above everything, then you battle all the Dragonites that keep spawning up here. But there are only so many Pokemon that they programmed to fly up here, so you get stuck with like, yep, here's another Dragonite. Yep, here's another Charizard, and you're like, why are they spawning in the start area? It makes no sense. I don't think the flight animation is quite as cute as the Growlithe animation, but it's not bad. It's still not bad. I need Scramble. I need Scramble for my mental health, actually. I must have Rat for mental health reasons. I fucking love this little guy. I love Rattatas so much. Something about having a special Rattata. Oh, this is why I decided not to use this remote. For some reason, I can't walk up fast. Like, see, it'll glitch into running if I go sideways a little bit, but it does not want to move fast that way. So bizarre. Oh, and I'll show you what Jenny can do, also. Jenny has special abilities. Jenny! Oh, honey! Honey, darling! You're not having fun? You're not having fun out here in the wild? Poke, poke. Wave. Wave. I'll give you a berry. I could be using berries. I probably should be using berries. I don't actually care that much, though. So to get rid of the HM system, they gave you a Pokemon that stays with you all the time, and you can use it to get the fuck out of here. I did have Pokemon Yellow when I was a kid, also. Was it Fuchsia City that was connected to it? Vermilion City, Route 11. No, it was over here. The cows spawn in Route 15. I'll save here so I remember what I'm about, and that's cows. I'm about cows. I wanted, you know what? I've been wanting to do a Shiny Hunt stream for a while, but I thought Miltanks were in this game. I was so convinced that Miltanks were part of the original 151. But no, they're not until the next game. Shiny Miltanks are blue and they're so pretty. I love a shiny that is so distinct and so different. Because some of them are just like, they're so subtle that it's hard to see. The Farfetch'd is a little bit challenging because it's just like a little bit pink. It's still very, like if you saw an isolated one, I didn't open that menu. If you saw, wait, if I shake, does it open that? That's so cool. Wait, let's see if I can do the thing I did yesterday, which is I accidentally activated little brother mode, and then I couldn't figure, and then it vanished. It was really weird. Wait. Yeah! I can just summon a dude. I can just summon a second guy. Like, he can just leave. I can't see him anymore. I don't know what he's up to. Is he still over there? Yeah, he is. Like, this doesn't, I don't think this does anything. Actually, let's see if I can get him to... I found the star, you lady? Like, I don't know why this game... He can run up, because my other remote actually works. Because why would you use the Joy-Con on your right side? I didn't even know this Joy-Con had a problem. These are my favorite Joy-Cons. I use the pink and the orange from two different... The pink is from the pink and green set, the orange is from the orange and purple set, and so I have lesbian colors. It's very important to me. Anyways, I guess shaking it so it gets rid of him. So I guess if you have a sibling, you can just summon another dude, but they can't do anything. I just think it's really... There's the cow guy! Found the cow guy. Here's a cow. I don't know what the shiny of the cows look like, actually. I should probably look that up before I shiny hunt for them. Just in case it's something subtle that I'll have to really look out for. Scrample, you really blend in with the grass. I don't know why your species didn't evolve to be purple. You're much better hidden from predators if you're green. You'd think that this genetic variation would have taken off a little more. Okay, I'm done yapping. I'm done yapping. Thank you for coming. I'll find someone to raid. Lesbian colors, good colors. Yeah. It's very nice. It's very kind of lesbians to have the most aesthetic pride flag that I get to enjoy for me. Let me here. Let me really get in there. Hey. Hi. Happy Pride Month. Have fun out there, stay safe. I'll be back. I might not be streaming this weekend more Dishonored. That's why I streamed extra long last weekend. I've been wanting to stream more Dishonored very badly. I can't stop thinking about it. I want to play more Deltarune, I want to play more Dishonored, but I don't really let myself play video games in the middle of the week because I always have too many things to do. I had to go grocery shopping yesterday. I should cook now, actually. I will continue raiding so I can go cook dinner for myself. Very important. Okay. Oh, Jenna's live. Let's try Jenna. Whoa! On top of the game coming out, apparently Universal Pictures just put out their teaser trailer for FNAF 2. I love saying I love being excited about Five Nights at Freddy's after saying shit like, oh yeah, Scott Cawthon donated a lot of money to Trump's campaign. Don't worry about it. He's not actually involved in the games anymore, which is why the lore got so weird, but also like I don't really care. I think he got chastised enough that he understands why that was not a good choice for him to have done. I don't know, man. Feels weird. Feels weird to have, I guess there are many such cases of things you are nostalgic for having, bad connections You know the one I'm thinking of. We all know the one. Why am I on? I opened YouTube instead of Twitch. That's why I'm getting distracted. Come on, man. Come on, me. Get it together. One of my favorite, I have this screenshot saved somewhere, but it's the account that has poorly aged tweets. It's a picture of Freddy Fazbear at a pride parade, and it says, "Ayo, look who showed up to the pride parade." And the joke is that it was poorly aged, and I love that, and it makes me laugh every time. Thankfully, the FNAF community is full of some really nice furries, much like the My Little Pony community is now that it is over and the 4chan boys have died and gone. Rest in peace. I love Five Nights at Freddy's fandom now because the 4chan boys that stayed are now lovely trans women. And the 4chan boys that left, left. So we're good. The balance has restruck. Everything is well in the My Little Pony fandom. We love it here. Okay, I'm rating. I swear I'm rating. I swear. I promise. Here we go. Wait a minute. I said I was gonna raid Jenna, but Jasper's streaming for the first time in a little while. We're gonna raid Jasper instead, obviously. Jasper's been having internet issues because of moving and all that, and so was out of commission for a while, but it looks like he's back playing Helldivers with friends, which is really exciting. So I'm gonna raid to him instead. I love you, Jenna. I will raid you another time. Watch Jenna Stieber's videos. They're really good. Jenna made a really lovely, for the Drawfee Vapridity Hour, the big trans rights stream they did last weekend. Last weekend? 2 weekends ago? I'm losing track of time, whatever. Jenna did this really lovely origami tutorial video that was just like very, very thoughtful and well, just like humorous and sweet and just like, it was a really, I've watched it twice now, and I already knew how to fold cranes, so I haven't like watched it for the tutorial aspect, but like it was just very sweet and well done. Jenna has a way with words and is just a really awesome person and is a lovely internet personality. I love an internet personality that I know where I stand with them and they're not gonna get canceled. after all we've talked about today. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. Love y'all. See you when I see you, probably next Thursday. See ya. Bye.
Flash mob.